Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Engineering Mathematics DJ Ganit. In this lecture also we will discuss one more example on the method of undetermined coefficients. So let's start with this problem. Solve y double dash minus 2y dash equal to e raised to x into sin x using the method of undetermined coefficients. So as we know, first we have to solve the homogeneous differential equation corresponding to given equation, which we can write by considering right hand side equal to 0. So this is the homogeneous differential equation corresponding to given non-homogeneous equation. Now to solve this equation we have to write its auxiliary equation. So the auxiliary equation is lambda square minus 2 lambda equal to 0. So here we can take lambda common and we have lambda times lambda minus 2 equal to 0. So this will give us lambda equal to 0 and 2. So both the roots are real and distinct. So therefore the complementary function is y suffix c equal to c1 e raised to 0x plus c2 e raised to 2x. And because e raised to 0x is 1, we can rewrite this as c1 plus c2 times e raised to 2x. So this is the complementary function of given non-homogeneous equation. Now we try to find out particular solution or particular integral. For that we concentrate on the right hand side, which is product of two functions e raised to x and sin x. So whenever we have product of two functions, we have to first write down the family of derivatives corresponding to both the functions. So the family of derivative corresponding to e raised to x is e raised to x only, and the family of derivatives corresponding to sine function contains two functions sin x and cos x. So whenever two functions are in the product, we will consider Cartesian product of the corresponding family of derivatives. So here we consider Cartesian product of these two families. So we know how to write down Cartesian product: e raised to x into sin x, e raised to x into cos x. Now we check whether any member of the family is present in the complementary function or not. So here we have e raised to x sin x, which is not present in the complementary function, and e raised to x cos x is also not present in the complementary function. So remember, whenever two functions are in the product, first we write the family of derivatives corresponding to both the functions, then we consider their Cartesian product, and then we check whether any member is present in the complementary function or not. And suppose two functions are in the addition or subtraction. Suppose we have e raised to x plus sin x. Then we write down the corresponding families and we check for individual families. We write down the corresponding family of derivatives and we check for individual family that any member is present in the complementary function or not, and then we consider their union. So here we consider union of these two families, and we have three members: e raised to x, sin x and cos x. So this is the difference if we have two functions in the addition and product. For addition, first we write down the corresponding families, and for each family we check whether any member is present in the complementary function or not. If any member of any family is present in the complementary function, then we modify particular family. And if two functions are in the product, then first we take Cartesian product of corresponding families, and then we check whether any member of the product is present in the complementary function or not. So this is the difference between addition and product. If two functions are in the addition, then for individual function we write down the corresponding family of derivatives, and for individual family we check whether any member is present in the complementary function. And here we are not checking for individual family. First we take Cartesian product of family of derivatives, and then we check whether any member is present in the complementary function or not. So for addition of functions, I have discussed in previous lecture number 18 that how to write down the particular solution, that you can watch for further clarification. Here we are discussing this product of two functions. So first we have written corresponding families, then we have taken their Cartesian product, and then we check whether any member of this Cartesian product is present in the complementary function or not. So here there are two functions, e raised to x sin x, e raised to x cos x. Both are absent in the complementary function. So this is the valid family of derivatives for the choice of particular solution. So linear combination of these two functions will be our particular solution, will be our choice for particular solution. So suppose that the particular solution or the particular integral is y suffix p equal to a times e raised to x into sin x plus b times e raised to x into cos x. Now equation is of second order, so we have to find out derivatives up to second order. So first we find out yp dash. Here we have to apply product rule. We consider a times e raised to x as it is, derivative of sin x is cos x, and a times sin x as it is, derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x, plus b times suppose we write derivative of e raised to x first, then b cos x as it is, derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x, and then we differentiate cos x and we keep b e raised to x as it is. So derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So here I take negative of b e raised to x sin x. Now here we can check whether we can take anything common. So here we can combine this. Therefore yp dash equal to we can take e raised to x cos x common, a plus b times e raised to x into cos x. Similarly we have e raised to x into sin x common, and we have a minus b times e raised to x into sin x. Now we again differentiate with respect to x. So yp double dash, okay, this is second derivative. We first consider derivative of e raised to x, which is e raised to x and cos x as it is. Now derivative of cos x, which is sin x, and this quantity as it is, a plus b e raised to x as it is, derivative of cos x is sin x. Same thing here, first we differentiate e raised to x. So we have a minus b e raised to x sin x, derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x, and then we differentiate sin x, a minus b e raised to x as it is, derivative of sin x is cos x. So we can rewrite this again by taking this e raised to x cos x common, and we have addition of these two, a plus b plus a minus b. So b will cancel out, and we have 2 times a e raised to x cos x, and here we can take e raised to x sin x common. So we have a minus b minus a plus b in the bracket, and we have e raised to x sin x. So we can see this again, we can rewrite as a minus b minus a minus b e raised to x sin x. So here a will cancel out, and we have minus 2 times b e raised to x into sin x. Okay, fine. So this is second order derivative of particular choice. Now we know that yp is solution of given equation, so yp will satisfy given equation. Now yp is solution of given ordinary differential equation. Therefore given equation is y double dash minus y dash equal to e raised to x into sin x. Let me check again. It is y double dash minus 2y dash equal to e raised to x sin x. Y double dash minus 2y dash equal to e raised to x sin x. So we substitute yp in place of y in the given equation. First we write down yp double dash, which is 2a e raised to x into cos x minus 2b e raised to x into sin x minus 2 times yp dash. So we can first write yp dash and then we will multiply with minus 2. Yp dash is a plus b e raised to x cos x, a plus b e raised to x into cos x plus a minus b e raised to x into sin x, plus here I can write a minus b e raised to x into sin x equal to e raised to x into sin x. Okay, so first we simplify all these things. We have 2a e raised to x cos x minus 2b e raised to x sin x. Here we just multiply by minus 2, so minus 2 times a plus b e raised to x into cos x minus 2 times a minus b e raised to x into sin x equal to right hand side is e raised to x into sin x. Now we can take e raised to x common. Here we have e raised to x cos x common, so we have 2 times a. Here we can have minus 2a minus 2b e raised to x into cos x. Okay, so we have taken e raised to x cos x, 2a minus 2b. Similarly we can take minus e raised to x sin x common, so we have 2b. Here minus sign is taken common, so we have 2a minus 2b e raised to x into sin x. Okay, let me check again. Minus e raised to x sin x common, so here we have 2b. Here we multiply this with 2, so 2b plus 2a minus 2b e raised to x sin x equal to e raised to x sin x. So here 2 will cancel out. We have minus 2b e raised to x into cos x, and here 2b will cancel out, and we have minus 2a e raised to x into sin x, and here we can write 0 times e raised to x into cos x plus e raised to x into sin x. So if we compare the coefficients of e raised to x cos x, we have minus 2b equal to 0, and if we compare coefficients of e raised to x into sin x, minus 2a equal to 1. So this gives me b equal to 0 and a equal to minus 1 by 2. So now we substitute value of these coefficients in the particular choice, in this choice for particular integral. So therefore the particular integral is yp equal to, so let me check what is yp, a into e raised to x sin x plus b into e raised to x cos x. So a into e raised to x sin x, and because b is 0, this is our particular integral. So this is the particular solution of given non-homogeneous equation, and the final step is the general solution. The general solution is y equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Complementary function was c1 plus c2 e raised to 2x, and this is minus 1/2 e raised to x into sin x. So in this way we can find out particular solution by the method of undetermined coefficients if more than one functions are there in the product. So what we have done here is we have written the family corresponding to e raised to x, then family corresponding to sin x, and we take their Cartesian product, and then we check whether any member of the Cartesian product is present in the complementary function or not. So this is all about today's lecture. I hope you like it. Thank you very much.